Hey guys, welcome back to another build video, and today I'm building Morgyn and Emrys' dream home in Glimmerbrook Watch, where one of the houses is probably going to get demolished in the actual realm of magic. So before I actually start this video, I just want to say, if you guys actually have any suggestions for videos and challenges you want me to do, let me know in the comments below. You want me to do more genetic challenges? Let me know in the comments below. You want me to make characters and people from TV shows and movies? You let me know. If you want me to do a collaboration with Clash of Clans, you let me know. That'll be difficult to do, but I'll try and find a way to do it. If you got like any build challenges you want me to do, any build ideas you want me to do, you let me know in the comments below. Just, you guys, I'm open to suggestions for like building and cast ideas, because that could be fun, and also maybe series ideas as well. With the way the game pack's going, because we got a few more years of content, we got a few more years of series to go before, you know, The Sims 5 ever happens, which I have my doubts on it, but, you know, it could never be as good as what The Sims 4 has probably done in terms of content. It depends on how bare bones it is when it begins. But today I'm actually building Morgyn and Emrys' dream home. There is going to be like a lot of bit of cutting for this, because this took me 2.5 hours to build, and then it was like a 40-minute video, so I'm going to try and keep it down to about 20 minutes worth of talking. 20 minutes worth of talking, but I had such fun building this house. So to start off with the bare bones of what kind of house it is, it has a kitchen, it has a living room, it has a parlor, it has an office for Morgyn, because he's still gonna want to have one of his own. So it's got a cute little porch right there, it's got a balcony, it's got a bedroom for Morgyn and Emrys, it's got a bedroom for the 3 kids, because Azriel gets his own bedroom, Castiel gets his own bedroom, and baby number 3, who we don't have a name for yet, but we know it's a boy, also has a bedroom of his own. And a fun fact, okay, so there is only one thing you need to download for this. There is custom content in this build, but there's only one thing you need to download for it, and that is the Henry Puffer mod pack. I will link it in the description for you guys, but that's all you need to download, because there's like little trinkets like sort of scattered around the house, but also the kids' rooms are filled with Henry Puffer stuff, or at least Azriel and Castiel's rooms are filled with Henry Puffer stuff, because I thought, you know what, I need to download that, because I saw Della Gracie's video on it, and the pack looks like so much fun. Like, it's got such cute, like, items, like, build-buy items in it. And it's like, you know, I want that in the game. I want that in the game. I wish we could have had Henry Puffer much in the realm of magic. So, this pack could have benefited with maybe a few more build-buy items. That could have helped. Especially, like, you know, clutter. There was enough clutter, and you know me, I love clutter. I try and put clutter everywhere in my build. Especially when I have builds where I do so much detail. When you see Strangerville series, I have to be careful not to actually use the actual name until it's announced, or until you see the actual teaser opening for it, which I still have. I've made a teaser trailer. I'm setting the save up as well. Everything's getting set up. The LGBT mod is down. I've set some sexualities for Sims. Other Sims I have to leave as, if they don't have a sexuality attached to them, that means they're straight, because there's no straight trait. I thought that was kind of interesting. There's no straight trait, but then you don't need to come out as straight, but it's just more of a thing. Okay, so if there's no LGBT trait attached to them, then they're just straight. That's all good. So I'm making the save. I'm setting everyone down. I'm gonna just put everyone down. I've got to set all the houses up. I do need to edit the townies in Strangerville, because I've already alpha CC'd over the Roswells, and you know, very happy with how Meredith turned out. Ted kind of looks more like an evil villain now, the more you look at him. But, you know, it's all being set up, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. I can't wait to start that series, because I absolutely loved Strangerville. And, you know, I really wanted to do more with it, but do a lot more than just, you know, solving the mother crisis, but also doing things like cults, and, you know, maybe adding vampires and witches back into the mix, but in a Strangeville setting. So you got, like, I know, witches who are trying to play around with the mother plant, like a herbalist who's like, I've had there's weird ass plants in this town, and I want to see what I can do with them in potion making, that kind of thing. Also aliens, because, you know, it's not Strangeville, and I feel like aliens should have been used in the Strangeville pack a lot more. Could you imagine if the aliens had been overhauled? That would have been so cool. But yeah, this is the living room. It looks pretty cool. I like what I'm doing with it. I love the rose windows, like the rose windows, like that particular stained glass window is on like most of the doors and stuff and windows in the house, because it just looks so nice. Like, very Beauty and the Beast, as the devs said in the live stream, which I watched. I watched it initially. I watched it after it aired because I think I was busy when it was actually airing. But you can see just how nice this all looks. And yeah, that's some Henry Puffer merch there next to the Xbox, next to the gaming console. That's the Moschino stuff pack stuff as well. Clutter things on the table. The Sixum Owl. That thing from Moschino stuff pack. You know, I like some of the stuff in the Moschino's stuff pack. Sure, it's weird, and the cast stuff, yeah, not that keen on. But you know, I like the actual items. The actual items are more interesting. Also, I went through room by room because this was a very hard house to build, and I'm gonna cut out the bit with the roof because the roof annoyed the hell out of me. The roof was like the worst thing ever to do. It just annoyed the hell out of me because I hate doing roofs. We got cute little things around here. I like this living room. Living room is nice. The kitchen I had fun with. Now the kitchen, because I had so much space for it, I also wanted to add another porch there as well. And I wanted to use the Realm of Magic pack for the kitchen as well, because there's some good things in there. And you know, there was a lot of fun little ideas that I wanted to work with on the kitchen, because the kitchen had also a lot of clutter, but I also ended up using, I think it was the island living table. It kind of clashes a little bit, but it also works pretty well with the decoration of the room, because I went with very bright for the kitchen. There's a lot of space, but there's so many counters as well. There's so many counters for the kitchen that I had just a lot of fun with. The kitchen was great, honestly, in my opinion. I loved making the kitchen, and I just love this idea that that Morgyn and Emrys, you know, have this beautiful big kitchen, because they have a very small kitchen, so there's not really much room for them to there's not really much room for them to cook and stuff, and also have family meals. But then when they got the 3 kids come in, if they have more, okay, if you want Emrys and Morgyn to have more than 3 kids, let me know, and I'll just make them just have as many fertility rituals as you want. I'll kill a few more Sims. For it, we can discuss which ones you want to get yeeted out of this series. You know, and you know, actually, give me Sims who you think should die for more kids to be born. You want more Ember Sharpe kids? Just give me a list of Sims you don't want to see in the background, and I'll get rid of them. And we'll bring in more kids. I am going to be bringing in. That's the point. There is a plot line that's going to start happening back with Alessandra. As you know, she got turned into a cat, but something's going to happen, and we know that she had kittens, and the siblings, the triplet siblings, Cookie, Biscuit, and Muffin, are gonna make an appearance in the game. They are coming back, and I can't wait for you to see what they look like in human form, because I made them in CAS, and they are just the cutest things ever. There's gonna be a fun thing to see the triplets. The triplets will be a thing. Don't you guys worry. They're gonna be coming in. I've got some plot lines all set up. Sagiboy might get written out of the series. I've got a plan for him now. I've kind of got a little bit of a plan for him, and yeah, him and Caleb are not going to be endgame. So for those of you who are worried about Sagiboy's relationship status, don't worry. He and the vampire will not end up together. I have a plan for it. It breaks my heart to do it, but I feel like it's best for Sagittarius. I'm doing what's best for my boy, for my boy. And also it'll be a nice way for him to sort of wrap up his disaster of an arc. He's got all the spells now, so he's absolutely fine. Also, this kitchen was amazing. This kitchen is so amazing. I love just the way this looked in the end. Also, putting clutter down and all the little succulents on the wall there and the parenthood stuff. It just looked so cool. And also just sort of freely putting things on the walls, like the chopping board and the spice rack. It sort of really added into the whole thing. I just like the way the kitchen looked in the end. There's something really wholesome and family about this kitchen. I feel like it suited Morgyn absolutely well, because I kind of there's a big red motif for this house, but that's just because Morgyn has a really weird red motif attached to him, and I don't know what it is about him. But when I look at him, I just see very fire-based themes, if that makes sense. You see it reflected in his office as well when I get around to that, because I think it was from the trailer. He's wearing the big red coat and the cute turtleneck, and you know, he's sort of just looking kind of sad. I still want to know what the origin about how Morgyn got to the magic realm. Devs, give us backstory on Morgyn. I've invented my own. Maybe that was the plan, but you know, I've invented my own of how Morgyn ended up in the magic realm. Ran away from home at 17. You know, was assigned gender was assigned as a yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to word this right. He was assigned female at birth. That's the one I'm looking for. AFAB. He assigned female at birth. Didn't really connect with being feeling, the female gender, despite, he still had a close relationship with his mother, and his mother absolutely adored him and doted on him. But he still ran away, discovered his true nature as a beautiful man named Morgyn, who is a sage of the untamed arts. And then he fell in love with a mischievous warlock. Fell in love with a mischievous warlock, and then was literally just like, "You gotta give up all your values and everything you've learned to have a family." And he's like, "Hell yes." Hell yes, it's kind of, it's almost like a Disney princess trope there. But maybe not. Disney prince. I don't know, I'm just rambling now. But, the office and the parlor were the next things to build. The stairs I had issues with, because you gotta build this house, and this house was hard to build, and also there's not enough room in the garden now. I had to use BB move objects on for the mysterious tree, so if you want to place this house down, you will need to put BB move objects on first before you put the house down, otherwise the tree is gonna disappear. And I think, that's an issue I have when I have to put things down, is sometimes when you make things, and I probably should do this in my builds whenever I have to use BB move objects, is I should mention that you do need to type in that cheat first before you place lots down. Otherwise, certain things like clutter and stuff disappear, and then it sort of ruins the aesthetic of the house when it's done. But the parlor looks really cool. I wanted a bar and I wanted the music in there. It's like a little rec room. I say rec room. It's where the Christmas tree gets put, essentially. I had to make sure I could put a Christmas tree in there. But the bar was fun. I also added in some little, get famous mementos, maybe Morgyn found some movie posters his mother was on. There's also, some props from a movie she's done, like a Three Musketeers movie. And, I do also use a vintage glamour poster to make it look like it's like a vintage poster of his mum that he just absolutely loves having, on the walls. Because, he used to live in a huge apartment. He had because they had the big house in Del Sol, the big family house in Del Sol. And, she never really had, Alessandra, as a famous celebrity, she was able to keep herself very private, and paparazzi respected that. Paparazzi respected, her wish to have a private family life. And she was like, you can take pictures of me, but only when I'm at work, if I'm not out and about with my family, and if I'm doing a movie. That's the only time she would let people take photos of her. And, she kept her life private elsewhere. Also, Caden, Morgan's father, was a PR man. He was part of a big PR firm, so that was how he and Alessandra actually met. He was his company was repping her, and she, made a few comments to him, and she got flirty, and he liked the idea, and then he asked her out to dinner, and the rest is history. That kind of cute thing. This was such a cute little parlor area. There's also again the red and sort of brown and gold orange motifs in this house. But there's just some sort of ways just how to make this house pretty good. I enjoyed making this house. It was so nice. It was such a nice little house to build. The office next. Now the office I had a lot of fun with. The office was fun because I got to BB show hidden objects, and I put down the okay, so when you do download this house, there's going to be books all over the main hallway, but that's just because there's nowhere else to put them. So it's I need all the books, but I can't put them on shelves or anything, so they're all just on the floor, and then when you put them in, you can just sort of move them all into the bookcase when you put the house down. But I've got all the potions, and I've got all the familiars, and the red crystal broom, because I ain't going to be able to find it in the game, I think, so I'm going to have to, use my own methods. And also, I found a different wand, because Morgan's got the wand, the silver one with the little green gem in it. I found this really cool, sort of not elder one, but cool crystallized one that I thought, that would be cool to put in a display case. Maybe that used to be a wand he used before in the past. Maybe it was just a wand that he had commissioned and just thought, I don't want to use it, but it's also pretty cool to use, if that makes sense. It just looks nice. It's kind of the one he was going for. This was so cool, and I always got to try and put the familiars in color coordination, because they just looks cool else it just looks so cool. I think I messed it up this time around, but I had fun doing it. Gotta have all the potions because there's like 15 different potion bottles. It was kind of hard to use because you gotta try and put them all down, and then you gotta have so many shelves. And also I got the chest for the all the potion ingredients and stuff in. All the books. The office looked absolutely great. Upstairs was where I had a lot of fun as well. We had the bathroom, the ensuite bathroom for Morgyn and Emrys' room. Again, lots of red and gold. The same kind of bed that Emrys and Morgyn actually have now in the current house. And then like an outdoor balcony bit. We got like this beautiful little place where he can do yoga, he can do meditation, because Morgyn likes to hone his magic, and meditation and yoga, whilst being very good to clear the mind, also really helps, in just sort of controlling your magic so you don't overcharge. And if you get too overcharged, maybe like a bit of yoga can just sort of calm you down. It's just nice and calm. And then with the kids' room, you can see I have all the Henry Puffer stuff. You will need this mod pack if you want to just have the kids' bedrooms. If you don't, if you just download the house without having the Henry Puffer mod pack, all that happens is like a couple things downstairs in the house and just the kids' bedrooms bar baby number 3's room. Basically, Asriel and Cassiel's rooms just kind of, they'll just be bare bones. So you can just put your own kids' stuff in there. I think the only thing you'll see in there is their chemistry labs and their activity tables, and I think Castiel's room has the violin in, because I want them to be, because I'm doing a kind of a little bit of a challenge with the twins. They're gonna be like top-notch toddlers. Like, they're gonna get all their skills level 5, and then when they're kids, I'm gonna try and get them to max all 4 of the things, because I want them to get all their toddler skills to level 5. Then they're gonna get all their kids skills. They're going to do all 4 of the kids' aspirations, so they get all those gifted traits as well, just so they're super as if Morgyn and Emrys really value their kids and want them to be the best they can be. So the kids are we need to be the best warlocks we can be, so when we can finally start using magic, we are going to just rise to the top super fast. So we got to do all these things that'll help our magic, kind of thing. That's kind of where they're going with this, but also it kind of, cements, it's like a fun mini Super Sim challenge for them. It's can I make Asriel and Castiel the best Sims ever with all the traits for kids and toddlers and stuff, because that could be really fun. Whether or not the character values is going to be hard, because character values just are hard in general. Well, I know for Claire it was a bit of a challenge to get Faith to have all 5. I mean, I feel though, with the way Asriel's going, he is not gonna be emotionally stable, because he's always throwing tantrums, and you guys see how many times he's throwing tantrums. We got we have so many problems with him. But the top of the house is coming along together nicely. Cassiel's room also has Henry Puffer stuff, but in a different shade. But he's got a different poster. He's got the chemistry lab. He's got a blue kind of carpet thing. Looks pretty cool. They've also got toy chests as well, but I just love their bedrooms. They've also got journals as well. Then you've got the little baby number 3's room, which I'm debating. I think Seraphiel might be a good name for baby number 3 when he pops out. It's that or Raphael. Lucifer just seems way too easy. And I've already got a sim called Lucifer Morningstar that I've just made in Cass for funsies. But it's that kind of thing. That was kind of the idea I was going with. I was just what do I call this kid? And I was looking up more angel names, because Asriel and Castiel are angel names, and I thought if it's a boy, I'll continue down the angel route. If they decide to have more kids and they finally get a girl, I'll probably either call them Morgan Le Fay or maybe Sabrina, but just basically witchy pagan names. Angel names for the boys, because Bible stuff. Biblical angel stuff's always kind of fun when it comes to magic, but for girls, I just love this idea of actual proper witchy pagan names. Morgan Le Fay could be fun. Morgana is also a fun one if Morgan wanted to keep the Morgan family name. Maybe there's other names I think as well. I'm not sure other names there are. Hazel, Nightshade, those kind of things. Maybe herbalist kind of names, but there's really good like names out there for witches and stuff that I kind of want to use. Oh my god, what's her name from Salem? Town of Salem. Mary Sibley. Yeah, I could call her Mary for Mary Sibley. There's also, I swear there was another one. I've forgotten what their names are. But, you know, it's that kind of thing. Completely not showing you what I did with the roof because I hated making the roof. The roof was the absolute worst thing. I'll just show you the garden. The garden. Obviously, I put the cauldron out there. Patchy's out there as well. Gotta have Patchy. And I did put the mysterious tree down in order for it to work because it's such a huge thing. Like, it's got like a huge like sort of green. It's got like a huge area base around it. So I had to BB move objects on just so I can stick it in the corner. There's also a bee box out there for for pollination and, you know, just general bee stuff because, you know, they got their bee box and Morgan likes his bees. And also there's a flower arranging table because Emrys is going to go into botany. He's going to kind of just like go into the more scientific side of gardening, but Morgan's going to go into the flower arranging side because I want to go down the gardening route because I've not actually done both of. I have not gone down the gardening route yet, and I kind of want to see what'll happen with them. And it's going to be fun. I do love this little house. I had such fun building this little house. Here's all the pictures now of the house in its beautiful glory, and I absolutely love this. It's on the gallery. It's on the gallery. If you need to find it, you'll have to enable custom content because it's got the Henry Puffer stuff pack in there. If you don't want the Henry Puffer stuff pack, literally only little clutter pieces and the kids' rooms will be bare bones. And that's all you'll have to deal with, because then you can use the kids' stuff from the actual game packs and stuff if you want to. But other than that, I'll give you the Henry Puffer link. You can download that. You can stick it in your game. It's pretty decent to use, and then you can pop that down, and then you can pop down the house. And also, yeah, I forgot. Okay, so I've got the Ember Sharpe family, bar baby number 3. But when baby number 3 is born, I am gonna put them on the gallery. So actually, I won't put the Ember Sharpe family I have on my library currently on the gallery. I'll put, when the baby's born, I'll put them on the gallery, so you got the baby as well. But I've also got currently the Ember Sharpe household with Sagittarius and Melanie as well. So they're all going to be on the gallery for you guys to download as well if you want to. Again, custom content. And don't worry, the Google sheet is coming along nicely. It's just taken a long time. I have so much CC to go with, like, you have no idea. But, you know, this was the house, and I had such fun building it, and it's on the gallery to download. And if you like this, you know, give me more suggestions of builds and challenges and cast things and series ideas and plot lines and stuff. Give me your ideas, my little dudes. I'm not sure if I should give you guys all names like Clash Spawn does in regards to the Peach Squad, because I don't really drink peach juice. I don't know. You guys give me ideas. I'm open to your suggestions. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye bye now.